Module Overview. This module explores the core essence of realism in still life art, light and shadow. A still life composition lives or dies by its illumination. Beyond outlining form, light creates volume, drama, atmosphere, mood, and even emotion. The advanced artist must understand the full depth of light physics, shadow behavior, tonal transitions, and reflective relationships between objects and space. Tonal modeling is the bridge between flat shapes and three-dimensional realism. Module 7 is designed to expand your technical capacity to interpret, analyze, and render realistic light on varied surface types, materials, and environments. This is a technical and philosophical mastery level of still life design, where the intangible properties of illumination become the narrative itself. 1. Physics of light in art, behavior, and types. Understanding how light behaves is critical to realism. Key concepts: direct light, a single, strong source, e.g., sunlight or spotlight, producing hard-edged shadows. Ambient light, soft, indirect light that fills in shadows. Reflected light, light bouncing off one object onto another. Transmitted light, light passing through semi-transparent surfaces, e.g., glass, leaves. Types of shadows: cast, shadow, the shadow an object casts on another surface. Form, shadow, the darker area on the object itself away from the light. Occlusion, shadow, the darkest part where two objects meet or touch. Reflected, shadow, shadow lightened by bounce light from adjacent surfaces. 2. Light direction and realistic illumination. Common light directions. Top light, creates downward shadows, emphasizes volume and anatomy. Side light, enhances texture and depth, often used in classical realism. Backlight, causes rim lighting and emphasizes silhouette. Spotlight, highly directional, theatrical, and often used for dramatic compositions. Effects of light direction, depth perception. Light helps separate foreground, midground, and background. Emotional tone, soft light equals calm. Harsh light equals tension. Dim light equals mystery. 3. Tonal value systems. Tonal values, lights and darks, form the core of realistic rendering. Values must be accurate across the grayscale spectrum to replicate reality. Value scale: 0, black, to 10, white, or a 9-step range. Artists use value mapping before adding color. Tonal contrast can be more powerful than color contrast in realism. Tonal study methods: chiaroscuro, strong contrasts between light and dark. Tenebrism, extreme dark backgrounds with piercing light on subject. Grisaille, a painting executed entirely in shades of gray for tonal study. 4. Tonal modeling techniques. Tonal modeling turns flat drawings into lifelike forms. Advanced modeling requires gradual transitions from light to dark, not abrupt, plane analysis, understanding how light hits different planes. Local value adjustment, recognizing how different materials affect light absorption techniques. Blending, graphite, charcoal. Layering, glazing in oil. Painting, scumbling, light paint over dark texture. Cross-hatching, in ink, dry media. 5. Material-based light behavior. Different surfaces react to light differently. 1. Material. 2. Highlight. 3. Shadow. 4. Surface qualities: glass sharp, bright subtle transparency, reflections. Metal, specular, mirrored, harsh high contrast, crisp edges, fruit soft, wet mid-tone, subtle gradation. Wood diffuse, warm absorbs light softly. Fabric broken light, deep folds, soft shadows, high detail. Realist artists must internalize how light interacts with materials to paint them convincingly. 6. Reflective interaction between objects. Reflected light brings harmony and realism. A red apple near a white cloth reflects a red tint onto the cloth. A blue vase reflects cool tones onto a shiny metal spoon beside it. These small nuances elevate realism to hyperrealism when executed properly. 7. Atmospheric effects and subtle lighting. Advanced realism also captures light diffusion in air. Dust, smoke, humidity all affect how light behaves. Soft lighting techniques mimic atmospheric hazing. Techniques include feathering, glazing, and edge softening to blur hard edges. 8. Psychological and narrative use of light. Realist still life artists use light to highlight specific themes, memento mori with spotlight on skull, create intimacy, soft light over personal items, imply mood shifts, dim light fading into shadows, direct visual pacing. Light becomes a storytelling agent, shaping what is seen, what is hidden, and what is suggested.